Dear brothers and sisters, this is the day 16 of our consecration to the Immaculate Heart of Mary. And the reading is from True Devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary, number 228. And the topic is, quote, preparatory exercises. And the first paragraph tells me that prayer is the key preparatory exercise I must be doing right now. This is actually the consecration itself, to conquer self, so that I can fit into Mother Mary. I was asked to pray for the knowledge of myself. Quote, during the first week, they should employ all their prayers and pious actions in asking for the knowledge of themselves. Close quote. One would expect that the easiest knowledge to have is of myself, since myself is in me and not outside of me. But amazingly, I'm being asked to pray to be able to know what is in me. Wow. As if I should pray to know how many clothes I have in my wardrobe, my own wardrobe. But here is the truth. I am realizing that if I were a pilot, no matter how experienced and brilliant I am, I may never understand the aircraft or my aircraft better than the manufacturer of the aircraft. So God, my creator, my maker, necessarily knows me more than I think that I know myself. So this is a time for serious prayers, calling on Mother Mary, chaste spouse of the Holy Spirit, to give me the grace to know my unworthy self better. I believe, and it is true, that I need Mother Mary. I see it this way. If I should need help to know the type of car in my garage, and even the color, then I'm such a wretch, so incapable and weak. I should be humble always. Imagine if I need help to know the type of car I'm using. And this is how I see my incapacity as for knowledge of myself. In order to subdue self, the second to the last paragraph recommended another exercise, which is that I should see myself as an animal, like a worm or snail or toads, etc. And I quickly recalled that St. Francis of Assisi calls his body Brother Donkey. And I realized that this is also psychological. If I call myself Brother Donkey, and peradventure someone insults me, myself may not be hurt as before, because in my own eyes, I took myself as low as a donkey. And the last paragraph was straight to the point, that I need to beg Mother Mary to obtain from me the grace of knowledge of myself. And to that effect, I must embrace the Ave Maria Stella prayer and song and the litany of the Blessed Virgin Mary to appreciate the greatness of this Queen of Heaven, the greatness within which she still lowered herself. I should also call on Jesus and the Holy Spirit through recommended ejaculatory prayers like Come, O Holy Spirit, and so on, or Lord, grant that I may see. After looking at all these stuffs about self, I started asking Mother Mary, why are we paying so much attention to self on this journey to her Immaculate Heart, instead of focusing on the devil or demons who actually want our damnation? And why do we need you, O Mother Mary, in particular, to gain knowledge of self? Why? Well, the first answer I got was that Mother Mary is the most humble and selfless handmaid of God. She understands the language of humility and selflessness. So if I let her into my life through prayers, she who is the embodiment of humility and selflessness will obtain from me all the graces that I need to become humble and selfless myself. I resemble what is in me. And one of the first things she does is to give me, or she will do, is to give me the grace to identify myself with its flaws. And as I thought deeper, I realized that in most cases, all the other enemies of my soul attack from outside of me except myself. So it made sense to me that my most dangerous enemy is the one closest to me, not the one very far. Wristwatch, exotic cars, and evil forces are all external, but myself is inside, is with me. And because by default myself opposes my soul, then I think that myself is my most dangerous enemy for truth. Myself is so dangerous to the extent that it can make me go through this 33-day consecration program and come out empty-handed. May God forbid this. I accept that Mother Mary is my refuge, and I will hold tight to her and keep begging her to help me know myself and subdue myself and conquer self through the abundant graces that she obtains, and she always does. That will be all for now. See you on day 17. Goodbye.